What's up, folks? Lachlan here, Mustard Woodlord. My trail name is Lachlan. That's what most people know me by, on the internet anyways. Real name Steve. Some of you know that, but for those that you don't, that's my name. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video than normally. Usually we're outside doing something outdoors, some kind of trip, or showing you some gear or something, but this video won't be about that. It's more just kind of what's going on with me right now on the channel, and so I've got some health stuff going on I'm going to talk about. So if that doesn't not interested in that, totally don't blame me. Just click off right now. Save your time, because this is just kind of checking in with some friends I've made through the channel here. They've been kind of following some struggles I've been going through with my health for the past few years. So that being said, those of you that are still here, so kind of a little bit of an update. On October 1st, I had a pretty bad MS flare. I woke up in the morning and I felt really out of it. Just didn't feel right. I felt really dizzy and thought maybe I just needed some more sleep, so I just tried to sleep it off right into the afternoon actually, and woke up. I was looking at my phone and I noticed that I was seeing double images, like multiple images, and started looking around the room and things started going double on me, and it happened really fast. It was like within a few hours it just started getting worse and worse. So long story short, called my neurologist, their office, and she advised me to go into the emergency room. Turned into a 4-hour wait in the emergency room. Total 11 hours between getting there at like 4 until getting actually in the room into the AM hours. I was hospitalized, and I was there for 6 days, 5 days of which I had 1,000 milligram IV of Solumedrol, which is a steroid, which basically, if you're not familiar with MS, it's an autoimmune disease which your body gets confused. Your white blood cells basically attack what's called the myelin sheath. It's like the sheath around the nerve, and almost, if you imagine like a wire, there's a protective, like insulating outside part of that, like rubber or plastic or something, and your body will attack that and eat away at it, and then it just creates almost like a frayed wire where there's signals, kind of electrical signals, kind of sparking out, and can cause all kinds of things like they call neuropathy, where there's sensations like pins and needles, numbness in your face and extremities, and one of the most common symptoms with people who are diagnosed with MS is visual disturbances, so stuff with your vision. Luckily, I hadn't had anything other than maybe it was like a quick 30-minute episode, like about 6 months or so after I first got diagnosed, and but I hadn't had anything since then. I'd had mini flare-ups, 24, 48 hours when my face would go numb, and I'd feel it in my fingers. I still always had leftover symptoms in my fingers and my face a little bit, but those are kind of the canary in the coal mine for me. Was my face would usually kind of start feeling numb. But hadn't anything with visual, but long story short, had double vision, really pretty hardcore, where I was seeing, so if this was like the image I was seeing, there was another one on top of it, like they call it diplopia, so there's one here. Different people see it different ways depending on what's going on, but I was seeing one here and one here. So when I looked at someone's eyes, I'd see a set of eyes and another set of eyes, and just pretty almost all the features were doubled like that. And as the objects that were kind of farther away would even appear farther away, like there was like a thermostat on the wall in the hospital, a little box, and I'd see another one up here, probably about almost like half a foot up, or what seemed like half a foot up. So they did an MRI, 2 MRIs actually, and they found 3 new lesions in my brain and 2 in the spine. One in the back of my head, near the brain stem, is I think what's responsible for the double vision. I will say before I go on, last night at around 6 p.m. after just a little over 10 days, my vision has seemed to have come back. So I'm looking at you right now and I see one camera, which was, I can't really tell you how amazing that felt. It was kind of like feeling like you're in a little prison, because it just affects, with the extremities, it's one thing when my leg would get wonky or something, I could look at my leg and go, okay, my leg's wonky today or whatever, and you kind of just, I don't know, it was just separate from your whole experience, I guess. But with the vision thing, it was like everything you see, it's like my whole world. So that, luckily, I didn't get full blindness. A lot of people, not a lot, but some people that experience MS flare-ups will get they'll go totally blind for a day or two, or sometimes even weeks, months. It really varies. It's a really weird disease that they don't really understand completely yet. So, just totally bizarre. But I am glad to say that I am seeing single image right now. It is a little. I do have some disturbance with my vision right now. It's more just kind of like, it's not exactly crisp yet, and in certain parts of my eye I still kind of get a little double vision action, but nothing like I had going on. And it, as suddenly as it came on, it almost suddenly just came off. It was within a few hours it started coming back. But yeah, it was really scary. And I was kind of on the fence about making this video because I was in the hospital and I was watching a lot of just YouTube videos like you do when you've got some kind of ailment or whatever. You're trying to figure out what's going on with you, and so you start Googling and hitting the YouTube, and there wasn't a whole lot with double vision, with videos with people with MS with double vision, and it was just really kind of freaking me out that there wasn't a lot of information about it. I mean, other than articles and stuff, but just hearing from real world experiences. And so I thought, I was kind of on the fence about making this video because the channel is about me being out. I like just recording my trips. It's an outdoor channel, and focus on gear and just the trips and hiking. And but I did decide to make this video because there's just so many of you through the years that have really been supportive of me while I've been dealing with this, and just giving, just leaving encouraging comments and letting me know that you're praying for me. And I have an amazing family. I'm so blessed that my wife and my family have been here through me for this whole thing, and just taking such good care of me. And I totally trust God that that whatever happens, that it's gonna work out. I mean, it's obviously gonna be tough if this happens more, or if it turns into permanent damage. But just try and take it a day at a time, I guess is what I'm saying. And I feel really blessed that I have the support system that I do, because a lot of people don't have that. But yeah, so I was kind of on the fence about making this video though, because I don't know, sometimes I just see these videos on YouTube, people kind of put clickbait, some, I don't want to say some sad story or something, but they're just try to tug at people's, heartstrings or something, and to get views, and they'll put I don't know, obviously if someone has something going on with MS, I'm not going to hound on them for sharing that, but just the way some people portray it, just had a horrible day, blah, ... might, I don't know, just and just kind of leave it open-ended so that you click on it, and I don't know, it's just kind of a marketing technique with YouTube that people use, and that's cool, whatever. It's just kind of not my thing though. I just feel could be kind of a little bit disingenuous and kind of take advantage of people's emotions. So I just kind of really wanted to avoid that, and that's one of the reasons I'm not gonna run ads on this or anything, and I'm basically just doing this to check in with you guys that have been following the channel for a while, and also hopefully if someone's sitting in a hospital bed right now wondering what the heck is going on with their double vision, and hoping that maybe it'll clear up. I was thinking, you know, maybe I can record this and then someone will, you know, see that you will. There is a chance. I'm not saying you will, but there's a chance that you'll come out of it, you know. And oftentimes it seems like from talking to the neurologist and talking to the doctors that, you know, it's pretty common for this to happen and then to come out of it. So just take heart that there's hope. There's definitely hope. And obviously, you know, and a good doctor won't pump you full of false hope. They'll encourage you to be realistic with you, and I think that's important. But it's really important to be positive, you know. And so that's, yes, long story short, that's kind of why I'm making this video. Just twofold. One, to check in with you guys that have been following the channel for a while and just wondering and have been so supportive. And also just for people that may stumble upon this. I'm just going to call this video like something like multiple sclerosis double vision, so, or something like that. So when people type that in, it'll come up. And yeah, if you know, I hope that if you do have MS and you're struggling, just, you know, especially if you're an outdoors person like me, like just hiking is such a huge part of my life, being outdoors, that it's tough to think that it could not be there, you know. So so yeah, I wanted to make this video just for those reasons, just to check in with everyone and to provide some encouragement for those that are, you know, just kind of struggling with this. If you're, like I said, you're laying in a hospital bed and you're like, oh, what is going on with me, you know? I got double vision going on, and or whatever, you know, blindness, but I mean, this has only been the 11th day, and I'm already out of it. So now I'm not going to say that it won't come back, because it could, like any second now. I don't know, but it's I mean, my doctor told me best case scenario was going to be a couple of weeks, more than likely 4 to 12 weeks. So I'm pretty happy with 11 days of just dealing with the double vision. So it was kind of funny though. I had to so in order to kind of deal with it, I could go, if I covered one eye, I could see with the other eye, or this way as well. Because what it was is, like, I have 20/20 vision. They tested my eyes in each eye. The color is fine. But it was when both of them were open at the same time, the brain couldn't put the two images together. And the way they described it was that the lesion in the back of my brain is basically making one of the muscles that controls the eye a little weak. So one of the eyes was kind of aimed slightly different. And so they would see two different, like, angles kind of, and the brain just couldn't take the two and fuse them together. So what we did is I had a pair of, like, just Walmart sunglasses that I wear, just like $10 pair, and we popped out one of the lenses, and my wife had brought me like a 12-pack of seltzer water in the hospital, and so we cut out a piece of the cardboard on that and then put that behind one of the lenses. So I popped one of the lenses out, and I was rocking these glasses. Well, the glasses you see in my video, I just had those on, and I would just have one completely open lens, and that allowed me to at least get around the room and stuff and function. And then a couple of days ago, had an eye appointment with the eye doctor just to, you know, check it out, and he agreed with my neurologist about thinking it wasn't the optic nerve, which can be pretty more serious, I guess, as if it's the optic nerve. And he was confident that there was a good chance it would recover. So I thought maybe I was going to get these. They're called Prism Glasses, where you can get glasses that will actually take that image and put it where it's supposed to be. So that's encouraging to know if it did happen again and it was more permanent, that there are solutions for that. But we basically, he wrote out a prescription though for these. They're kind of funny looking, but there's this one's completely clear, and this one right here is frosted. So when I put it on like that, I can't see through this eye, but I can see through this, and then I could still see one single image. And as soon as I got these, they really relaxed my eye, because and that's, I guess, one of the things I did want to mention in this video for anyone who's got the double vision thing going on, is see if you can get a pair of these made up, or you could even just take a pair of glasses and put Scotch tape over it or something like that. But I found that having some light coming through, even though it has to be such that you can't make out any kind of image. It needs to completely obscure the image. There can't be any clarity there for it to work. But just having some extra light coming through allowed my eye to relax. Because I think what was happening was behind the cardboard piece, it was completely dilated because it's like pretty much in darkness. And it was just messing with my brain, or just my eye strain was really bad, because one eye's dilated, one eye's not, and when I put these on, I had the light coming in, and then I can still see in the periphery here. So I had some peripheral view going on here, and I think I'm just speculating, I'm not a scientist or anything, but I think the brain was using a little more of this information to kind of, solve the puzzle, so to speak, and I just, within a day and a half of wearing these is when I started noticing, starting to get some improvement. But now I've got these made up in case it happens again. Let me just make sure that this is still recording. I'm recording on my phone here. We are good, and I'm joined by Dublin today. This is my cat Dublin, our cat, and I missed this little guy. This is his chair, apparently, because we moved this in here. So I'm going to be kind of resting up here for a little bit. So we moved this from the other room, and as soon as I moved it in, he decided this is his chair, so he's not happy that I'm sitting here. So he has to sit on top of me. But, so yeah, that's what's going on with me. Apologize if I haven't gotten, there's probably about half the comments you guys left on the last video I haven't responded to yet, because I couldn't really see to type. So I'm going to try to get to those soon. But as far as videos coming out in the future here, I'm hoping that, I'm feeling pretty good today. It's the first day I'm feeling really good, so I figured I'd make a video. And hopefully I'll get some videos out soon. I'm thinking of maybe, because I'm going to be kind of homebound here for a little bit. My brother and I have a business together, and we worked it out such that he is going to cover some of my shifts, so some of our jobs, so that I'm going to be able to have a little bit of time to rest up here and heal up. I've got a lot of doctor's appointments kind of slotted for this month, and potentially another MRI at the end of the month, to see if the lesions have chilled out. I am kind of worried because they want to put me on pretty hardcore medication, and I'm kind of on the fence about it right now. I'm still doing some research on it, specifically this one called the Baggio. If any of you have been on a Baggio and don't want to, well, I don't know, it's kind of tough. I want to ask for information about it, but everyone seems like they have a different experience. One person will love it, the next person says it's the worst thing ever, and it's like with any medication, it's really individual, I think, so. But, so that's kind of on my radar, trying to figure that out, and I'm a bit nervous about that. But just trying to clean up my diet again, and not put a lot of sugar, and no more fast food, and I think I was getting a little bit lazy with my diet, because thinking I was a little overconfident that I was gonna complete remission, but so yeah, just trying to eat. My vitamin D levels are wicked low too, so, which is weird because I'm outside all the time, I don't know why, and so I'm on supplements for that, and B vitamins, and trying to hit it from a bunch of different angles. But as far as videos go, I think because I'm going to be around here quite a bit, I might try to do some stuff indoors, just kind of on the floor or a desk or something, to show you some gear, and some new stuff, or stuff I've had for like a year and a half or so, and just haven't shown you guys and have some thoughts on. So hopefully I can get something out, some kind of content, keep me busy at least. And one thing I did end up ordering, and I'm excited about, I kind of told myself, I'm like, you know what, I'm really believing thinking positively about, you know, you gotta be realistic, but I think you can't just like sit there and or for me, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I wasn't just gonna sit there and just mope and feel bad about it and feel bad for myself. I'm like, all right, well, it's a challenge. Everyone has challenges. Everybody has challenge, you know, and I'm very blessed, even, you know, dealing with this challenge. And I'm sitting right here talking to you right now. I got all my, you know, I'm moving all my limbs. I'm talking. I can hear. My eyes are working again. So, and I just have so much to be blessed for. But I just, I digress. What was I saying? Basically, oh yeah, there was a piece of gear that I've been looking at for a while. The Gatewood, Six Moon Designs Gatewood Cape. That's what I was try to get after here. I decided to order it while I was seeing double vision, you know, not knowing if I could even use it, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be proactive, and I'm like, I am gonna get back out there, you know, Lord willing. And so I found showed up on eBay, a really good deal on the Six Moon Designs Gatewood Cape. It's just a shelter that I've been wanting to play around with. Not that I need another shelter. I have so many shelters. I don't know why I'm buying another shelter. Just comes down to I like playing with gear. It's really, in all honesty. So, anyways, I got that coming. So maybe we'll take a look at that, play around with it, just set it up out in the yard type of thing, and hopefully eventually get it out for some real world testing. But yeah, so we'll try to get some, you know, maybe a kind of combination of some gear videos and just checking out with you guys, tell you how it's going with the whole on the MS front here. And you know, if you found this video, you know, just by searching MS and double vision, maybe you'll you can kind of follow along as hopefully we get back out on the trail again, you know. So that's the plan. But anyways, this has probably already gone on way too long, longer than I wanted to. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I hope everybody's doing well, and it's been a crazy 11 days here since I think it's about 11 days, yeah. So all the days are kind of blending in together. Have you ever been in a hospital? You think you're gonna get good sleep, or you think, at least the first time I was in the hospital, I thought I was going to like, oh, I'd do the tests, but man, it's just like catnap after catnap, because they wake you up like every few hours to like do your vitals or put needles in you. I had like 2 IVs blow out on me. I had one here. They tried to put them in here, and then they're taking blood work and like putting heparin shots in my stomach, and I am so sick of needles like just getting poked in me, and that was not fun. I just, towards the end, and then the steroids just make me so irritable, edgy, just like kind of snapping at things that I normally wouldn't. Almost like there's no filter when I'd like snap at it, you know, like just stupid stuff too, you know. And so I'm really looking forward to getting off these. I got a few more days left on the steroid taper, and I'm done. But here we go again. I'm rambling again. So this happens when you leave a guy in here for all day by himself. My wife's off at work right now, so. But yeah. Anyways, try to get some more videos out with you soon, and check in with you guys. And hope everybody's doing well. Again, always really appreciate the comments, and for all of you who've been following the channel as long as you have, and just appreciate all your prayers and support. It really means a lot to me. So I will catch you guys in the next video, and if you can, get it on the trail for me, okay? Because I can't be there right now, but I am planning on doing some local hikes if I can. Nothing crazy right now. I'm probably not going to do a 4,000 footer for at least a few weeks. I don't know. They're trying to really kind of rein me in, so I'll do my best to kind of stay put here for a bit. So, but yeah, so I will catch you guys on the next one. This is Lachlan from Muscle and Woodler, and this is the dub. This is Dublin. See you guys in the next one.